Hey guys, it's Vornskyr here, and today we're back in Elite Dangerous, and I'm going to upgrade myself out of the Cobra Mark III and into a Lakon Type-6. So this should be pretty cool. This is where the big money starts happening. So you can see I've got myself basically 140,000 credits. I've actually got a lot more credits than I need for the ship. This is taking a long time to load in. I know they sell them here. But yeah, I've got a lot more credits than I need for the ship, which means that I'll have enough credits to actually just start trading straight away. So that's something you got to be careful of in this game. If you go straight to the next ship and then you don't have enough credits to actually buy anything to trade with. Is this going to work? No? I might need to reconnect to the server or something. Yeah, I think I need to reconnect to the server. Alright. I'll be back in a second. Alright, there we go. So we can see that the Type-6 Transporter, 86,000 credits. So let's buy this. It's actually taken me a little bit longer to get here than I quite wanted it to. Mostly because involving like an incident with my fully loaded Cobra with about, 80,000 credits worth of cargo and the side of a station. Kind of an explosion happened. It wasn't very pretty. Luckily I had enough money left with the insurance, but that's about all I had left. So it took me a little bit to bounce back from that. But here we go. The Lakon Type-6. Look at this. That's cool. Plenty of visibility. More than the hauler had, for example. TrackIR, why you do this? TrackIR, not having a good day. Seems all I'm doing lately is complaining about TrackIR. This is a pretty cool cockpit. Like I said, a lot of visibility. Far more than the hauler had, for example. Of course, this is a far more expensive ship. Nice. Alright, well let's check out the outfitting, like I always do. And one of the really cool things about this ship is the jump range. So, 30 light years, empty, 16 fully loaded, I believe. Really cool. This is, like I said earlier, this is where the big money starts being made. So we don't have a lot of hard points, 2 class 2s, 3 utility mounts, bulkheads and support tech. See if I can get a better look at the ship. Not really. It's basically a big box, from what I've seen of it. So there we go, not a whole lot there. I'm not even going to bother putting weapons in it or anything. This ship isn't designed for fighting. If you're fighting in this ship, then you've already done something wrong, basically. So this is what we're going to do is a trade run, and we'll just see how it goes. So I already know what I'm going to use. I'm going to actually look over to my second monitor so that I remember. So I'm going to load up full of fish. I'm actually using Slopey's market tool at the moment, basically for calculating the best profit. I also worked out you can just hold down the mouse button so you can fully load yourself up. So, I don't think I mentioned, 100 cargo units. Yeah, like I said, this is, this is where the money comes in. You start making the big profit in this ship. So there we go, fill ourselves up. And let's set my first jump, which should be, look how many systems I can jump to. So, I want to jump to LHS 3006, and let's launch. And I think this is also where ships start getting big, like big enough that you have to be really careful. God, that's really loud. I don't know if you can hear how loud that is. That is really loud. I can't even hear myself talking at the moment. God damn. Let me get away from that. That's really loud. Is this a player? I can't even tell. No, it's not. I really don't know how big this ship is, and I'm not going to risk flying through here at full speed. So I'm actually going to take it pretty easy through here. Alright, that made it through pretty easily. So, what is our top speed? 220, I think that's meters per second. 220 meters per second, I'm going to call it that anyway. So that's with engines at full power. Let's give it a bit of a boost. 330 when boosting. Not too bad. I think it's actually, it might be better than the hauler. I'm not sure. Can't quite remember. But so that's pretty cool. So, and I think I'll actually show the full round trip this time. So we'll see the total profit that I made. So if we remember, I started with basically 50,000 credits. Let's see what I end with. And again, this ship had a pretty cool engine note or noise when boosting as well. There's something that you kind of notice with this game. I've talked about it before. It's just the sound effects are really cool. It's something that a lot of games get wrong. I think that's why I notice it so much. Alright, geez, we're up at 100% heat already. Where am I going from here? It's interesting. The system isn't actually showing up in the list. Bloody hell, look at that. Jeez, that's a bit crazy. Alright. I want to go to Naraka here. Can I click on that? Come on, game. There we go. I think I should be able to make it there. 13 light years. That should be okay. It just wasn't showing up in the list. There we go. Yep, it's charging, so that's fine. That'll make it there. Had a bit of a panic moment there. Wasn't sure if the market tool wasn't working or something, but that's all good. So something you just have to be aware of, I guess. The navigation list won't show every system that you can jump to. I guess it just shows the closest ones or something. That's okay. So I've heard either this ship, I don't remember if it's the Type 6 or the Type 9, one of them is basically bugged, so you can actually generate like a ton of heat and it doesn't even matter. What's the station that I'm going to? Must be this one. There. Yeah, so apparently you can basically run it really hot and it won't affect your systems or anything, which I'm pretty sure it's supposed to. But I can't remember if it's the Type 6 or the Type 9. So this station's actually really close to the jump-in point as well, which makes it nice and easy. Has used a fair bit of fuel in that jump, by the looks of it. I mean, not that surprising, it was a fairly long jump. So I guess you just, I mean, it's not like using fuel really matters in this game. You can refuel at every station. Apparently, one of the things they're introducing in, I think, Beta 2, will be like kind of outposts rather than full-on stations. So you go to this outpost and you can fuel up there, but it's kind of more risky stopping at the outposts because the outposts will be in like fringe systems. So, you know, kind of maybe outlaw areas or that sort of thing where not as much civilization or something. So, you know, you might stop there, but you're also kind of risking yourself by doing so, which is kind of cool. There'll be a lot less security, I guess. Alright, disengage. So I'm not really going to be I mean, obviously not going to be doing any combat or anything in this ship. Oh, what are you doing, TrackIR? It's interesting though, it actually maneuvers better than you would expect it to. I mean, the fact is, this ship, you're probably going to spend most of your time in Super Cruise. And the time that you're not in Super Cruise is going to be flying in and out of stations. So you hear that boost. I'm not sure if I've showed this before either. One little trick when you're flying in or out of a station is to just boost up as far as you can and then turn your flight assist off, and that means you just hold at the speed you were doing. But you also have kind of less control, so you know the maneuvering thrusters won't fire to bring this roll under control, for example. So you got to do it manually. But it means it's faster to fly in towards the station basically, which is useful when you're in a nice slow ship like this. Oops. Request docking here. So let's see how this lands. Presumably fairly slowly, but I might be wrong. It's actually maneuvering a lot better than I expected it to, which is good. I was expecting it to be a lot more like sluggish and slow than this. The top speed's actually not bad either. I mean, it's not ridiculously fast obviously, but I thought it would be slower than it is, so that's cool. Number 8, where's that? Down here. Hopefully this isn't crazy loud, this docking pad. I don't know why that last one was so loud. I think this one uses different docking pads, like larger ones or something, so I guess it's stuff that I haven't seen before. Alright, let's bring it down. The pad is actually... what's shooting? Unless... oh, I think that was my shields. No, it was something shooting and my shields, I don't know. I'm really confused right now. There we go. Alright. I think what happened there was something, like the station was shooting at something and my shields were also grazing against the ground. I kind of managed to confuse myself a bit there. Alright, so we'll sell off our fish here. Commodities market. Fish, there it is. Let's see how much profit we make here. So that's 27,000 credits profit off a low price item, basically, like fish, not exactly an expensive thing. So that's decent profit. And so now we are going to buy animal meat, which also isn't particularly expensive, but it'll make us a decent profit. And in fact, it's expensive enough that I can't even buy 100 units of it. So I'm flying with zero room for error here. If I crash here, I don't have any insurance. You gotta love trading in this game. I should buy fuel as well, shouldn't I? 87 credits, that's nothing. I should have bought fuel before buying the cargo though. If I'd gone really close, I may not even been able to afford fuel. Alright, so I'll set my destination in here, which is going to be LHS 3006, there we go, and we launch. Did I... I thought I'd press the hangar for a bit. Okay, that's cool. I actually thought I'd pressed go to hangar, and it was actually taking me to the hangar, rather than spinning it around. That's interesting. I think, as you can tell, I haven't actually seen any of these animations for the large ships before. Landing gear, there we go. Alright, and out we go. Take it fairly slow again. Don't particularly fancy a collision with anything here. Especially not with that guy. It's pretty loud when it's boosting at full speed. I'm not sure how loud it's going to be, like in the video, like the recording, but it's pretty loud for me here. Alright, we should be able to jump out. There we go. So I might actually just fast forward through the rest of this, and I'll see you once we get to the station. Oh, I'm being interdicted. Seriously? Interdicted like 7,000 kilometers from the station. You gotta be kidding me. What's this? I can't tell what ship it is. Can't jump out yet. If I hadn't missed the approach to the station, because I was going too fast, so I kind of looped around. If I hadn't missed that, I would actually not have been interdicted at all. Doesn't matter. It's charging up now. I don't even know what the ship that was. The scanners wouldn't tell me. Doesn't matter. Back into Super Cruise for 6,000 kilometers. That's ridiculous. This game. Alright, so approaching the dock. There we go. Hopefully it won't take us too long to dock. It often depends on how easy or difficult it is to find the that entrance thing. I don't remember what they call it actually. Yes, the rectangular blue glowing thingy. It's probably the technical term. Can I see it yet? I'm not sure. Oh wait, I think I can. Maybe not. Sometimes it takes me a really long time to find it. I mean, you can use, if you look above the throttle indicator, you see that circle with the rectangle, like the yellow rectangle in the middle of it. That kind of gives you a direction to head in. Sometimes it's easier to interpret than others, at least for me. I'm pretty sure the entrance is actually on the other side of the station, so let's fly around it. One little trick I use sometimes as well is just finding out where the ships are exiting from. So it looks like they're coming out from the other side over there. So maybe that's where I want to go. Turn flight assist off. Try not to run into the side of the station as well. It's always a good idea. Might as well request docking now while I'm here. Ah, there it is. Landing pad 41. There's not too many ships around, so there shouldn't be too many people trying to exit or anything. There we go. Nice and gentle, don't run into this Cobra. Or Sidewinder, whatever it is. Where's my pad? Over here. Not the cleanest landing ever, but it'll do. Not that I'm finished it yet. Yeah, you look how much smaller the ship is compared to the landing pad. I guess this is the one that's also designed for like the Anacondas and the Type 9s and that sort of thing. The things you see. I'm pretty sure that was an AI doing that as well. That's why I don't trust the docking computer, because I'm pretty sure the docking computer uses the same logic as the AI ships do, at least when it comes to landing. Alright, let's sell off our animal meat. Let's see what my profit is. There we go.
Do you have authorization to be inside the docking bay?
40,000 credits.
Loitering is a violation.
And there you go. I started with, what, 50,000 credits? I'm on 121,000 already. I mean, and that was with relatively cheap cargoes. Like, now that I've got 100,000 credits, I'll be able to make even more, because, you know, you buy some of the more expensive stuff, you make more profit on it. It's like, I feel like I've a broken record here, but this is where the big money starts happening. Obviously not as much as the Lakon Type 9, and the Type 9 carries 400 units of cargo, so 4 times as much as this, but still. This is... there goes another one. This is a ton of money. So I guess the question now is, what ship do I go for next? I mean, it's the Anaconda or the Type 9. I think the Anaconda is cheaper, but at the same time I think the Type 9 makes more sense because I'll make more money with it. And I think the Anaconda doesn't really make a lot of sense unless you can afford to kit it out as well. But I don't know, it's a little while until I've got to worry about that. Do they even sell the Type 9 here? Let's take a look. Shipyard. Yeah, okay, so the Type 9 is 3.3 million. Who knows how long that's going to take. I don't know, can't find the price of the Anaconda here. So I'll leave a link to Slopey's market tool, or at least the forum thread for it, in the video description. I'll also leave a link to another one that I use. It's an insurance kind of tool. It tells you how much insurance should cost, but it also tells you how far ships can jump and all that, depending on different loadouts. So I'll leave links for both of those tools in the video description. But yeah, so this has been the Lakon Type-6. I'm not sure how long this video has actually gone for. Hopefully it's long enough. But I mean, it's, you know, it's not necessarily the ship itself that's the most important thing here. It's how much it can carry and how far it can go, like more so than maneuverability or speed or any of that sort of thing. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, this is what you're aiming for if you're a trader. So I think I'll leave this here. So until the next time, I've been Vornskyr. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.